So wait,
That's
is there no
annoying.
debate?
Can't get stage
None
fright.
of the candidates showed up, so I guess not.
Except
Oh wait,
for
I should
you.
do that.
Yeah, that's the last one standing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me do
I think this shows a little something.
Yeah.
Everybody's
go
gonna go to the polls. I'm gonna sweep by 99%. Then Addy's gonna get his one vote as
Well,
usual.
you didn't even campaign instead of campaign. Or you didn't do anything.
No, I didn't do anything because I didn't need to do anything.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
I'll
post something there.
You should do it. You really should do it.
I was
Feel the
gonna,
birds
I was gonna
fly.
do it right before the Senate debate, and then I thought the Senate debate was canceled, and turns out it wasn't, and then it had to be canceled anyway. So
Can I
So what
not?
happened? Wait, what happened?
There is
Senate
no
debate
Senate
isn't happening because I was the only candidate who showed up.
Crash isn't showing up. I put a thing yesterday stating that if you want to, what do you call it? If you want you show up, put a check mark, and nobody put a check mark. None of the candidates put a check mark. I saw people who put check marks, but there were people that were not.
Millions must take Sheepish's Senate seat.
No.
We must continue the Senate majority man.
This is stupid, bro. We should just appoint senators, bro. Like
Average
like,
Portuguese
honestly,
shit state.
No. Honestly, like, what's the point in doing 2 snap elections when terms are only a month long? Like,
Well, no, because my
the
term is legitimately going to be 3 days long.
yeah.
No, yeah, I was annoyed when that happened. I was annoyed when Marcus
Weren't
did that.
you the one that started the snap election?
At this point, no. So we have a law where we can go we can go one senator down till the next election, and I think that's what we should do. If we're this close to the actual election, we just don't do the snap election.
Like, hear me out, Livid. I'm gonna send like 20 bills in one day, and all the senators are gonna get stressed out and not look at everything, so we can get like.
No, wait.
But honestly, Bernie, I suggest not running this next Senate election because you're going to run for president, and then we'll have to.
Well, yeah, no. Here's my thing. I'll be able to be a senator for like 3 days, and I won't rerun.
Well, yeah. But what I'm saying is, like, you won't rerun for Senate, so someone else.
Yeah, but hear me out. By the time, if I do run for president and I win, what happens is I win, and then Sheepish can retake the Senate seat.
Yeah, but luckily,
because my Secretary of State's probably going to do nothing because I'm going to manage foreign diplomacy.
Yeah. Well, luckily, most of the people in Marcos's cabinet is probably going to be in your cabinet. So
you're gonna
all the cabinets are basically going to be the same except for Interior and State because
nobody in Senate wants to have a good Interior or State besides Sheepish.
Well, no, but also it's like hold on, like the people in the cabinet right now are the only people competent for those jobs. The only one that's debatable is development, which Aaron is arguably more.
Yeah, I honestly think Aaron should have taken that spot. I think Spiral's better at server management, but I feel like national development that deserves to go to Aaron.
I think Spiral should have Interior because that's what, in my opinion, that's what Interior should do.
I think
server stuff is like Discord stuff.
Yeah, I feel like that's reasonable.
So I think Sheepish goes in the States, I go in defense, Spiral goes in Interior, Aaron goes in development, and who would we go for treasury?
JFK is current treasurer.
I think JFK is a fine treasurer.
Look
well, treasury does nothing.
Constitution here.
Well, not yet. In game, it'll eventually be resources and money.
Yeah, that's
the weird thing is, isn't Interior opposed to do natural resources?
That's what I'm trying to say.
But at that time, I feel like Interior's supposed to be. I guess Interior's supposed to get the national resources, and then Treasury's supposed to manage it and give it to the executive branch reasonably.
So, in my opinion, what should happen is Interior So in say in this scenario, Interior doesn't exist. Right?
Yeah.
Just in this scenario. And so Treasury gets the money, puts it somewhere and stores it, right? Rather if it's in gold and actual money, stores it somewhere in a national storage place. And then the Secretary of Defense gets what he needs from the money from the Treasury gets in, and he puts it in national storage. Then the Secretary of Development gets the resources from the money that the Treasury gets and puts it in national storage, and they're all over their own national or their own storage, so that we don't have to have the Interior managing all the resources that the nation gets, which would mean that we could get rid of Interior.
I think what it comes down to is, how do I put this? The Department of Development is supposed to be the ones building the mines and stuff to harvest the resources. The Interior is supposed to manage
Spiral
the resources.
ANJ sent an image file and said at Secretary Livid, Defense, Merc at Bernie Sanders.
Sorry, I have to meet TTS bot.
I already muted TTS bot, don't worry.
Sparrow, are we gonna do the debate or not?
I just posted in government updates.
Yeah, we should probably edit that in the constitution.
Buddy, why is Addy showing up? He doesn't have a mic. I'm sorry, Bernie. You told me Addy is a no mic, so why do you put a check mark?
Oh wait, I'll be back. Well, not be back.
Oh, yeah, Livid. Addy's a no mic.
Okay, I'm back. What I'm trying to say is, so development's the one that makes the mines, right? They make the mines to get the resources. Those resources go to the Interior. The Interior manages those resources. Then the Interior turns the gold into the money necessary to give to to split it among the executive branch and the federal government evenly. And how it's
yeah. Well, no, hear me out. So the Treasury gets the money, right?
Yeah.
And then so development makes the stuff to make the money. Treasury makes the money. Then Treasury stores the money, right, in their own storage. Then,
so you're saying Treasury should also manage natural resources, not national resources.
No. Manage their national, which is gold and stuff that makes money.
Well,
now,
most, if not all, ore makes money. So.
Well, I mean, like diamond. I feel like diamond,
diamonds also make money on the shop.
No, like,
well, yeah, but
have other uses.
Iron and copper and that kind of stuff doesn't really.
Yeah, diamonds aren't going to
copper and gold. Like those are the two.
Diamonds aren't going to be.
So you think like all valuables should be given to the Treasury?
Yes.
And everything else that can be used for another purpose besides money is kept with the Interior.
No, I think it's kept with that person, with that secretary, like in that secretary's.
So who's managing the resources?
The secretary is managing their own resources.
Which secretary?
Oh no! Oh my God! So defense gets the money from the Treasury, right? And buys or gets the stuff for the military. He puts it in their own storage. Then
yes, but I'm asking who is managing the resources besides the gold and the valuables that go to the Treasury? Who is managing the diamonds, the iron, the copper, everything else? Who manages that?
The diamonds, all the valuable resources, which is diamonds.
So you're not only talking about the stuff that makes money. You're talking about all the resources.
You just said valuable resources.
Yes, valuable resources are resources that serve a purpose. They are valuable to the nation.
Which is diamonds and every other ore, basically.
Yes. So do you think they all go? Well, there's a difference between stuff that's worth money and stuff that is valuable. There's a difference.
Money. Yeah. Well, no, there's not. There is, but there's not.
Stuff that is valuable serves a purpose. Stuff that is worth money gives us money. Stuff that's worth money is valuable. Stuff that's valuable isn't always worth money.
Diamonds. Well, The thing with diamonds is I feel like diamonds aren't really things stored by the government. I feel like most citizens like you don't store diamonds.
What it comes down to is some people are going to be allowed to go in the mines and get their own private resources, but the government is also going to have people mining for them, and the government's going to have their own resources.
Then Treasury would manage the natural resources, the natural resources that come out of the ground, because those are valuable, in my opinion.
In my opinion, the Treasury manages the money. They are given stuff like gold and stuff to immediately turn into money and give to people when need be. I feel like the Interior would manage the raw resources themselves, the valuables, and all of the gold and all the stuff that need be to turn into money would be immediately given to the Treasury. Everything else will be managed by the Interior.
Okay, so why can't the president manage that instead of the Interior?
I don't know. Why can't the president do state? Why can't the president do defense? Why can't the president do anything? The president can do every single department position. That's kind of a stupid argument.
The president can do every single department position if they wanted.
Yeah, so why are you bringing up this argument?
No. Oh my god. No, what I'm saying is we get rid of Interior, and then
there's no need to get rid of Interior. We're not getting rid of Interior. It's not happening. The only options you've given us is giving more stress on people who don't need it. It's putting jobs to people who aren't supposed to do those jobs.
What does the president even do right now? Anyways.
He manages the executive branch. He makes sure the cabinet does their job, and if need be, he does their job for them. The secretaries are pretty much assistants to help him do those jobs. The president gives them the power to do those jobs for him, and if need be, he does it himself. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
You guys are like branches of a company, and he's a CEO. Like, if he wants to, he can come down and do it himself, but he hires you guys, he appoints you guys to do it for him. That's why if a president focuses on, like, state and diplomatic relations, the Secretary of State may not do much. Usually they would be sent to a area where they would more be managing recon and managing getting information from other nations. Not like espionage, but like public information. Joining servers, looking at their public information, and giving it to the federal government. I feel like if we're going to do something, we're not going to just fully delete a cabinet position. We're going to merge cabinet positions. That I could understand.
And that's what I guess that's not what I want to do fully. I guess
you want to dissolve it and give its rights to each different department.
But okay, so what would you combine right now?
If I have to, well, right now, I'm not sure if we need to combine everything, because every single department does, like, pretty much everything. Well, I feel like every department does something valuable that adds to the nation that's separate from each other. The only thing I would do is I would merge Treasury into Interior, not the other way around. I feel like Interior is more important than Treasury, because all of Treasury's power and resources come from Interior. You know?
I feel like it should come from itself, though. Like, Treasury shouldn't be fully
Treasury has to get their gold somehow, and they're going to get their gold from who manages the gold, which is Interior.
Okay, so essentially what you're saying is Interior manages the raw resources.
Interior manages the resources. Yes, it manages the raw resources, and if the Treasury needs money to give to the federal government, it gives them that gold to immediately turn into money and then give to the federal government.
Yeah, see, in my opinion, Treasury should be the one grinding for money, like it was last season, not just managing the money. Treasury
the Secretary of the Interior,
money.
in my opinion, is the middleman.
Yeah, he's the one that gets the resources from development, who creates the mines and stuff, and then gives it to, like, it gives, for some reason, if the Department of Defense needs iron or something to make, like, movecraft vehicles, it gives them that iron. If the Treasury needs
That
money,
makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. But it doesn't. I think the Treasury should be grinding its own gold. I don't think it should be taking from.
well, but the job of the Interior is to get those resources.
No, yes, I know. But also, the job of the Treasury, in my opinion, should be to make money, not just
That's
to
not the
manage
Treasury's job. Isn't to make money; it's to disperse the money.
No, well, yes, but it should be to make the money too, because
I don't
otherwise,
think
there's not
that's
really
true.
a point in a Treasury position. That's what we did last season. The Treasury was specifically to gain money.
Yeah, in last season was a completely different nation with completely different people. In my opinion, more people that were competent and more people that were doing hands-on work.
Then okay, then everything
real.
that you said in the past about saying this is how last season worked is voided. Now that you're saying that.
No, because in some situations it makes sense, and others it doesn't. Because there are similarities
It makes
between.
sense in this one.
No, it doesn't. Because in my situation, like, give me an example of one time I've said that.
I don't know an exact example, but I know you said it before. Hold on.
It's just I want an example so I can use it in this scenario.
I think you used it in the argument with education.
Yes. Well, education. What are we educating people on? Slime Fun and Movecraft? Right now, the only person that needs to learn that is our president. So it doesn't make much sense. And it was like that last season. But the thing is, it's not the same between last season and this season in this case scenario. Because last season, everybody had hands on deck making money. And the Treasury managed the production of that money. Here, not everybody's on deck making that money, so things are going to have to be altered.
Last season he didn't just manage the money; he made the money. Because
yes,
remember the guys,
but he was the head.
They made the money printing factory.
Yes, but the thing is, everybody was helping to do that. It was a national thing. Well, the Treasury was the head of that.
Yeah.
What the hell?
A lot of British.
Hey.
What the fuck? Where's my Discord?
It's all the Brits.
I'm calling.
These aren't all Brits.
So,
You guys were colonizing.
Hold on.
Yeah, so the server's under new leadership, guys.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we took it over.
Is that generic?
Is every generic profile picture black, like bald?
That is crazy. Smoke alarm going off again. Oh, generic camera.
Yo, can
okay. Someone tell me what's going on there.
Hey. Oh my god.
Hey.
There's so many people in VC.
Let's all hop on Roblox.
Yeah, he was playing video. That's what
We could. We're way too many people though.
Yeah.
Oh, it seems like they're filtering out.
Oh, they're.
Oh, the Americans will like us.
They're scared.
Wait, what? Oh no, it's us and Turtle.
Us and Turtle.
Us and Turtle.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, I was recording this for the.
Oh, did we break into an interview?
Were you guys doing something? Oh, sorry.
No, they were just having a really intense debate over what the role. And then,
guys, we might have broke it. It was a little serious.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're all in resident VC too now.
Oh wow! I'll get generic Dragonson, Resident VC 2. Come on.
No. So they were like trying to impeach me.
Isn't that against the Constitution?
Okay.
It'd be like,
so,
what you've just done is unconstitutional.
I'm probably gonna hop over there.
Oh, Turtle!
To continue the coverage.
Okay. Yep.
Hey, go vote on the new poll, chat.
Make the money, man. Some money, man. Okay. Yay! I have a good position now.
Money is for ups, honestly.
Okay, hey guys.
Oh, hello.
Sorry, people
Yeah,
really like walking into my bedroom today.
Okay. Okay, so I'm Turtle. I'm currently reporting for AMN. If you want, Mr. Sanders, I can ask you a few questions that I've had anyway.
Yeah, I'm free.
I also have the debate questions if you want after that.
Oh dang, I got two news reporters. All right, shoot.
Unfortunately, I would jump on this train too, but unfortunately,
Oh
I
wait,
can't.
I just noticed I'm in a VC surrounded by press.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, you're pressed too.
Yeah, but like I just give you information. I don't report myself.
Yeah. There hasn't been much to report on lately, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, it's just Marcos like not doing his job correctly. Oh, a bunch of that.
Yeah, I don't like reporting on presidents.
Yeah, I would release a press statement about the situation, but I feel like I'd get hanged, honestly.
Yeah, it's sad.
same.
It's kind of like
I'd
like what we saw last season, where you kind of like don't want to be very specific on your opinions because if not, the public's gonna shred you to bits.
I feel like they'd deport me back to Portugal if I said anything.
I'd end up getting my citizenship revoked, straight back to Germany.
If the U.S. falls, I'm either going to Canada, Germany, or China.
No,
Germany would be the best choice, in my opinion.
I got a lot of connection from the Chinese people. I guess, I mean, out of LARP, before I was here in Geopolitica, I was in a completely different server with majority of the Chinese population, so I got a close connection to them.
You should come and join Portugal, bro.
I'm not joining Portugal. It's worse than joining Spain, in all honesty.
No, what?
That's a horrible idea.
Yeah.
Join Germany or Britain.
I mean, before I was American officially, I was technically in air quotes a Canadian citizen. So
if I wanted to, British citizen.
Yeah, so if need be, I can go back there, kind of like I think FDR ended up doing that. I'm not sure. He kind of just faded out of existence, but anyways,
I don't understand.
I'd go to mainland Britain.
I still don't understand why he left America. Like he could have still been in America, just not been in politics.
Rage bait.
Yeah, I don't know why he left it. Oh, he's on this whole thing where because of how much Marcos has been shitting on him recently, he thinks everybody's hating on him and thinks that everybody thinks he did nothing when he did like the most out of every president.
Well, I mean, I think he just fell to my rage bait. Not gonna lie, I think I rage baited him too much.
Well, I'm pretty like I know him.
He fell for the rage bait.
Oh no, autistic generic.
Oh shit! Welcome, generic. Just so you know, this is being.
Was that not generic? Was that a turtle?
No, that was generic.
That was generic.
I thought it was.
Generic Geopol. What's happening? What's crack-a-lacking, my fellow fellows?
Generic.
Yeah.
In your opinion, should the Treasury make the money or manage the money? And managing the money would mean that the Interior would get the gold to make the money, but the Treasury just manages it.
That is the most brain-dead statement I've heard. You're not going to have one person doing all the mining. I mean, like, you could have one person doing all the mining, but you guys won't have one person doing all the mining. You probably want diverting.
Yes, I mean, like the Secretary of Interior would manage the guys that get the gold and give the gold to the Treasury, or should the Treasury just get it himself?
Well, the idea is the Treasury gets money and then distributes it to like the nation members. So, for example, you have, well, let's say the Interior's role is they give people mining rights, and so they either collect taxes or people pay for access to an area. I don't know. This is just an example. Like it's like, so then the government earns money. That money is then the treasury is responsible for that money. So the treasury decides where that money goes to. That way, you have one person who is specifically qualified for making sure that money is going to places that need the money.
Yeah, this whole argument came up because Livid was saying that it'd be the best idea to dissolve the Department of the Interior.
I want to get rid of the Department of Interior. It's pointless in my opinion.
I mean, why do you think it's pointless?
Because so its power in the doing civil cases can just be given to the Supreme Court because that they're already doing that and it's working out fine so far. And Bernie's trying to argue that the Interior is supposed to manage the national resources, which can be given to other secretaries.
Which other secretaries?
So
he wants to give it to the Treasury.
Well, no. So essentially, anything of value would go to the Treasury.
I wouldn't do that, since that means then the Treasury would be in the strongest position. So let's say, for example, if Wabbit was still in the nation and he was the Treasury, that means the Treasury person pretty much has everything in America of value, and that's not right in my eyes.
Okay. Then the president is in charge of that, and then everything military related would be given to defense. Any blocks
then
or stuff
the
like
president
that
gets
would be given
replaced
to
every few
development.
months. So the idea is the Treasury is responsible for either raising funds or the distribution of funds.
Which would be both, in my opinion.
I mean, yeah, but I guess
My
Treasury.
My take on it was that the Interior, the Department of Development would be the ones making the mines and stuff, and then the Interior would manage the people, at least the people hired by the government to get the resources, and then if need be, the Department of Defense needs something to make vehicles, they give them the iron. If the Treasury needs the gold to turn into money and give, they give the Treasury the gold. The Interior kind of works as a middleman.
I would argue that development should be solely for development, so not mine. Development should be for builds.
Well, but they'd be building military bases as they are now. They'd be building cities.
Okay. The development shouldn't be building military bases. That should be on the military's job.
I wasn't saying they should be. I'm saying that's what they're doing right now.
Oh, yeah, no, but it's
they're not. That's not what they're doing. What?
Yeah, that's the construction agency managed by the Department of Development makes military bases.
Oh, okay. Well, if it's a construction agent, but yeah, development should be focused on building. The Treasury should be focused on economic activities, just managing money, but it shouldn't be responsible for everything to do with money.
Okay, so let's say the Interior would make the mines. That fixes the problem.
I mean, what are you wanting? State-run mines, or what?
I think we can either have some private mines for the government, or just allow them to make public mines for fair use for any American citizen.
But we need private mines. Why can't they just mine across the mountains?
Okay, here's a better idea. Why not?
What you have to remember is we have slime fun. You can auto mine from the surface.
Yeah. So here's a better suggestion. Why not sell access to the mines to both foreign
There's no way to enforce that.
Well, I mean, okay, you sell access to a mine for a certain amount of time. You could have let's say, the major gold area in a different faction, and then if someone wants 24 hours in that area, you sell it to them for 200k, 100k. Capitalism. And I'm sure many foreign people would pay for it. And it's also that's a way of making money from these gold regions without actually having to do any manual work.
That's fairly reasonable.
What about the gold mines in Africa?
It means that you would lose out on a lot of money, but it means that you could just charge citizens for it. Being 50k for a certain amount of time in it.
Yeah, no, I don't see why that wouldn't work. But no, what the argument eventually whittled down to is would Interior or would the Treasury manage that resource or those resources, and that's why I felt like the Treasury shouldn't, because that's a lot of power given to one person.
Yeah,
When the
Treasury
Interior
shouldn't manage like that sort of stuff. Since like, if Treasury's managing that, then you might as well say, oh yeah, since if Treasury's managing mines and managing money and managing this, they pretty much manage an entire like pretty much 50% of the whole government. And it's not saying like that's not bad to assign to one person, but it just means that there's a lot of one person can't be in charge of all of these things. It's not feasible realistically.
Mr. Sanders, do you believe this is a flaw in the American system?
Well, I mean, not currently, because this policy is not something that's in place. It's something that the Secretary of Defense is proposing as we speak.
Yeah, no, what I mean is, do you think it's a flaw in the system to have all these secretaries that are unelected?
No, I feel like the president is somebody elected by the people, and hopefully the people have enough respect to elect somebody who can elect competent cabinet. It's kind of how the current government system works, and I'm not sure if it's necessarily flawed because, I mean, it's worked out for us so far. But seeing our current administration, I'm not sure how long it will, so on that, I feel like only time can tell.
Okay, well, should I ask a few other questions then?
Shoot.
Okay, let me just pull out what I have. What is the central issue of your campaign? Why do you think it resonates with voters?
I feel like the main point of my campaign right now is managing a balance between government transparency, security, and competence. Because I feel like you got to look at this. You have to find a balance. If you have too much security, the citizens don't know what's going on. If you have too much freedom, anybody can see any of your private messages, and it could turn into a bloodbath for foreign nations. So you have to find a balance between that, and that's what I hope to find in my campaign, in my term. Now, competence is something I really feel like a lot of citizens of our nation can resonate with, because with our current president, a lot of things, especially with our diplomatic relations and his experience, are through the roof. As he said in his campaign, quote unquote, what the fuck is Movecraft? So I feel like we need to make sure that we have in office people who know what they're doing and can do it in the best way possible.
And as seen by the Spanish situation, he's also not incredibly good at foreign relations.
Yeah.
You cut out, Mr. Bernie.
Yeah, I saw that. Let me just... There we go. So, yeah, as we can see in examples like that, that's why we have cabinet positions, because not all presidents are the best at everything. Some presidents have strong suits, and that's why we have these cabinet positions. So we have not just one person managing our entire government. We have people that the president and the government can rely on. And that's why I'm glad we have people in office like Henry Ford and like Livid, because they have shown themselves time and time again, not just on this server, but on many servers, that they know how to, for example, with Livid, make Movecraft vehicles, be able to manage a military and comms, and for Ford, be able to manage diplomacy and foreign relations.
Okay, that's good. How do you see the U.S. role in global conflicts evolving in the next season?
I think with the current state of America, we do not need somebody coming into office and getting us into huge amounts of conflict. Right now, our main focus should be building up ourselves internally while slowly moving with diplomatic relation outside of locally. So I feel like I don't want to have us go through more aggression and external interference. But what I do want to do is make sure that we can have set in stone allies, people that we can rely on if something were to happen, as well as making sure our country internally is not struggling and is stable. So to summarize, I believe that we should keep ourselves somewhat isolated and take ourselves away from government or foreign interference, but I do believe that we should keep ourselves out there somewhat diplomatically and be able to just slowly progress in the future.
Okay. I guess we can do a few more. How do you plan to protect voting and civil rights against other government branches?
I think we have a constitution for a reason, and I mean, that's exactly why. We have a constitution to protect those rights, to protect voting rights, to protect civil rights. That's the point of a Bill of Rights. And that's why I believe that that should be something more enforced and something that's defined in ink in our constitution. We had a Bill of Rights originally passed by, if I'm correct, FDR, and it wasn't perfect, but it was the start. It was something that clearly defined what every person had the right to do. And continuing something like that, in my opinion, is very important. Making sure that people have the right to, or have basic rights, basic human rights, and basic rights as citizens in their country. And based on something like voting rights, this is something that I've not heard many people talk about, but in my opinion, I think we should have anonymous voting. I think that people should be allowed to have their vote between themselves in a ballot box. It shouldn't be something that everybody can see, as it just, what it does is it just continues what I like to call DM campaigning. The idea of going into people's inboxes and telling them vote for me, to get more petty votes. And I feel like if we get in a situation where these candidates can't see how people are voting, it makes it so our country's elections are based off of people's opinion and not who they're told to vote for.
I hate to interrupt you, but you know there was like a thing passed that to stop that already.
Yes, they barred DM voting.
No, not the whole bar DM voting, but
Well, it closes the election
make
channel
so
so you
that,
can't see it.
like, yeah, once you
Yes, but in my opinion, that was the one of the most flawed ways you can do it. I don't know why we have to
Yeah, can I cut
bar
in?
people's rights to see the results of election when you can just privatize how people vote, or with other bots be able to manage how many times someone can change their vote. These are things that can already be put into place with a simple bot, when instead we have to manually take the rights to view current election results from the people.
Doing it manually is difficult. As someone that has to do it,
yeah, it's just putting more.
Really difficult.
It's putting more work on the government when you can just add one bot and have it do it automatically.
Yeah, the idea is that we should have got a new bot by now. I don't know.
I don't know why we haven't.
Actually, I don't even think that has to be passed through Senate. I'm pretty sure we can just do that.
Yeah, you can just do that.
Yeah.
I don't see why we haven't. Actually, Spiral, can you add? I'll send you a bot right now. Can you just add it?
Like literally, only Spiral needs to do it. Like it's.
Wait, do I have access to? Wait, I have access to the app directory. Let me add it.
Okay,
I don't think there's anything in the Constitution saying that we have to do it a certain way.
Boom.
Yeah, no, there isn't anything saying that you have to do it a certain way. It's just saying about like the Constitution only mentions about voting.
Okay, so I'm gonna send this to you, Spiral, and can you just like add it to the server? So what I'm sending Spiral right now is a bot called VoteBot, and what it does is it allows obviously votes, which can be completely customized. You can customize the amount of times you change your vote, what can be seen. You can see the results of the vote, how many people have voted, but you can't see exactly who's voted who. And I feel like this is a great way to privatize voting, at least to the public, while still allowing citizens to see what the current results of an election are. Spiral is AFK. Okay, I'm sending it to you, Generic.
No, I don't want to. I'm watching TikTok right now.
Okay, I'm sending it to you, Livid.
I'm having a moment over the last few days. Yes.
Okay, Livid, can you send that? I think Cabinet has perms. I swear if Livid isn't here. Okay, Livid's here. And just send it to USA Geopolitica Season X.
I can add it.
Oh, I just sent it to
USA
Livid.
Geopolitica Season X.
Correct.
Authorize.
All right, and it should be in now.
It's in. We need to. Do we have to do
I'll roll
anything,
it.
or do we just?
Yeah. Somebody. Sheepish can roll it, and let me see what I can do. I think all the configuration you have to do is made when you post the election, or when you post the vote. So I don't think we have to do anything until tomorrow.
Can I really not see the outside of channel? This is bait. Okay. Maybe I can't roll it then.
Can we test it somewhere?
Are
Yeah,
you
I
sure
can
you
test
added
it.
it?
I can test it in the Florida Discord. The not the Geopolitica Florida Discord, the other one. View.
Let me get. Here, let me see if I can roll it.
Wait. It is not in the server yet. I just added it to the server. Okay,
Yeah,
can you guys see the welcome channel?
Spiral added it though.
Oh, we did.
It says Spiral added it.
It has residents. Yeah, I can change it. I can. If you guys go to members, I can't give it. It already has bot roles.
It's got
Spiral gave
bot.
it to him.
Yeah, it's got bot.
Okay, so if you guys want, I can screen share and I can show you it in practice on my Discord. So if I'm correct, let me just boom add app.
All right, I'm back.
Okay,
Spiral.
welcome back, Spiral.
Spiral, give bot perms. Give bot perms.
He already gave it bot perms.
I already gave it.
Yeah, but it doesn't have ability to see elections.
Oh, wait.
Okay, so let's go to elections.
Can I do this?
/ vote bots.
No way it actually worked. No way it worked. Okay, good. All right, you can see elections.
Clickbait title.
All right. I'm gonna leave this be.
Generic election.
Okay, I think I'm going to head out too. So thank you, Mr. Sanders and Secretaries Ford and Livid for,
of course,
talking. I guess.
I love talking.
You stop sharing.
I will be posting this on our YouTube. So.
Already, you guys have a YouTube?
Yeah, we do.
Livid, can you send that to me, or Turtle? One of you two.
Who has it? Wait, what?
Your guys,
it's
the
just
AMN one.
It's just in our press channel.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm not a part of the AMN yet.
I thought you were, Livid.
No, I stay as a regular network because
he denied it.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. Temporarily, I want to see how it goes.
Yeah, we didn't
Generic,
have.
do you guys
we
still
didn't
have
any
parliament
other-
elections in Britain?
What? I'm watching TikTok.
Do you still have PM elections in Britain?
Sorry?
Do you still have PM elections in Britain?
The PM elections aren't a thing. You mean Member of Parliament?
Yes.
I think they've said that people keep being like, when there are elections happening, me included, since I like rage baiting Sigvia, they're like, like when server launch is announced. They've been saying they're going to be doing elections now for like the last 2 months. And now they're saying that they need to hold a census first. And it's like, I told them you needed to hold a census first. I told them you need to hold a census before you even announce elections. And it's like, now they're like, we need to hold a census first. And it's like, oh my.
Wait, a census for what?
Well, to know how
parliamentary
many
elections?
seats. Yeah. Since if you're doing parliamentary elections, you need to actually, before you designate seats, you need to know the population. And also having a census is one great big activity check. So if they want to work out like how many of their
We should do one of
200
those.
members. Well, I mean, we already kind of did a census, which was the presidential election. Like 75 people voted. She kind of insane.
Every election is basically a titty check.
Sorry.
I guess you're right. Yeah.
Okay, guys, have a good night.
You too.
You too.
You have a great one, Turtle.